Hello everybody and welcome back to some more of our FM19 Journeyman. We've had a few days off. Essentially, I just wasn't very well. I was coughing and sneezing and sniffling and all of that. And I'm basically on the back end of it now. I'm pretty much better. So, yeah, I just had no energy, which was the biggest problem. I just would not have been able to put any sort of life or I just wouldn't have been able to make the videos good. Like, if we scored a really good goal, I just wouldn't have cared because I was ill. And I would just rather wait until I can put out good content rather than pumping out bad content. Like, nobody wants to watch it. I didn't really want to make it. Like, I just wanted to get better. And now that I am, we're back to having content. We'll do a few double upload days over sort of the Christmas period to try and sort of catch back up to where we should be. And yeah, sorry about that. I am looking at finding a better way to communicate when videos are going up and things like that. It's something I'm looking into. So, bear with me on that one. But as for now, let's get into some games, shall we? Because it's been a while. So today we have two more matches. We have games against JJK, who are second in the league, and MP, who are also quite good, I think. No, they're not. They're 8th. Goes to show what I know. But they are only 11 points behind us. The league is very, very tight. So, with all that said, let's take a quick look at the team. I need to remind myself as much as you guys. We've got Erberg in goal, Funder Ryberg, Lindahl, Olbach, Darude, Sundman, Takahashi, Vatanen, Eriksson, Kettler, and Awalike. Now, Hagland is back. The thing is, though, Funder Ryberg's played 5 games and averaged a 7.28, which is exceptional. Dropping him seems silly, so I'm not going to. Because why would you drop a player who's on a 7.28 average after 5 games? It just doesn't seem smart. Just doesn't seem smart at all. So, let's get into the game. Let's get into this match. And, well, let's hopefully put in a good performance. I believe in the last episode we won 2 games. So, yeah, it was our first double win episode. I fully expect you to keep our run of form going. A few of them did quite like that, which is always a positive sign. Let's get underway. Let's kick off. And let's get back into some matches. We've got a long throw here. Sundman up to Vatanen. And, well, we're going towards goal. We strike. We could have done better there, I think. We have got a corner, but I do just think we could have done better. Eriksson puts it in, but it's easily claimed by their keeper. Can't help but feel Vatanen could have done better with the ball there, rather than just I mean, he got us a corner, so you can't complain too much, but I don't know. I just thought something more could have came of that, and I'm a bit disappointed that it didn't. They've got the ball coming towards our goal. Takahashi's put in a foul. He's already on a booking. And, well, if we know Football Manager, we know that that's going to be a second yellow. And Takahashi, in the first half, has got himself sent off, which is not what we needed against a good side like JJK. We're just going to go for this. For now, we're just going to move Vatanen central and just go with one central midfielder and the attacking midfielder. I think it's our best option. I don't know, that's really going to hurt our creativity, especially this early on in the game. And as we approach half-time, we now have to go the entire second half with only 10 men. Now, fortunately, they haven't been too threatening. 6 shots and only the 1 on target is not too much to talk about, but we've not seen too many of our own highlights either. So let's say we've been the better team. Lindahl liked it. Lindahl absolutely loved it. Nobody else even cared. So that probably wasn't the best team talk. I guess we have been the better team sort of on paper, but we have also got 10 men. So I guess most of that happened before we had 10 men. Well, when we had 11 men, as we have a long throw. Sundman to Vatanen, knocks it across. Marcus Kettler. Oh, he tries to roll it across to Eriksson, but the pass was absolutely dreadful, and now they're coming forward. They're passing it around nicely. The extra man here really showing itself. They strike. Erberg just about keeps it out. Bounces off the post. He got a little touch on it, but we do clear. It goes towards the throwing line. And, well, somehow there we didn't concede. That was a dangerous counter-attack, and I think we sort of got away with that a little bit. As this second half's ticking by, let's make a change. I'm going to bring off Awalike. He's just not doing much. I'm going to bring on Massey for him to get a more attacking sort of central midfielder out there. And then let's go with this. Let's try and get a bit more creativity on the pitch and see really what we can do with it. So I'm hoping that this can just sort of, create more chances for us, because we've not really seen any since we went down to 10 men. But it is a free kick in their favour. They're passing it around the middle of the park quite nicely. Maybe we can win it back. But so far, it's still them coming towards us as they play it out to the left-hand side. Alanda's going to put it across. They've controlled it. They've knocked it across. Erberg keeps it out. Darude clears. What a save by Erberg there. Very, very good. As they have a throw-in our own half. we're still under pressure here, and this is the worrying part. As they try to cross it in, it deflects, but they're still in possession of the ball. They're probably going to try to come forward again here, and we really need to cut this out. We need to try and stop them having so many chances. As they're in a bit of space, they put in a cross. Erberg gets a hand to it, but it's weak, and he can't keep it out. And they go 1-0 up. Just 20 minutes remaining in the game, and we're down to 10 men, and I think that really has cost us. We've lost so much pressure since we lost that man. And it was just such a pointless foul as well. Like, it was so unnecessary. We can snatch an equaliser here. I just don't know how. I'm going to go for Samikwi up top and just hope that that's a change that's going to help. Kettler's not really done anything. I'm not really sure if this is a highlight just because I made changes as well. They've given away a foul and apparently jumped to with 2 feet. Potential red card, and it is going to be one. With 19 minutes remaining, we are back on level terms in terms of men. We just need to get the score sheet to be the same way. And, well, it's not happening. We need to change something. Let's go more attacking. And Jonathan Olsen for Vitanen? Maybe? I'm going for it. Jonathan Olsen has been good in the clutch before. Maybe he can do it again here. But the time is ticking away quickly, and so far we're just not seeing anything. We've barely had any chances in the second half at all. We've only had 3 shots, and, well, we've not seen any of them. So I think that's probably the biggest reason for our downfall here, is the last couple of minutes of added time tick on, and we're going to lose. We're going to lose 1-0. It's only our second loss of the season, and just as I've bigged up Fundal Ryberg saying, oh, his 7.28 is so good, he's gone and got a 6.0, which feels harsh. I mean, I don't want to say that that's completely inaccurate, because there's probably some truth to it, but considering, you know, Takahashi got sent off in 35 minutes and he got a 6.4. I just find it hard to believe that anyone did worse than that. I mean, I don't know. To me, that seems harsh, but we do, for the first time, I believe, drop out of the top spot in the league, which is disappointing. Now, there's still over half a season to go. Barely. There's 1 game more. It's an odd number of games in this season, which is going to make the end of the season really, really awkward. But, yeah, we do drop out of the top spot. Takahashi's banned for a game, so Jonathan Olsen will probably... Oh, no, Matty, obviously, will step in there. A couple of players need rests, which we will obviously give to them. But now we really do need to bounce back in this next game. We can't afford to drop any further, really. We've been saying all season that we're on a little bit of a knife edge and it could always fall one way or the other. And last episode it looked like it was going to fall the right way, but then that might have knocked us back quite a bit, unfortunately. But, well, let's not be too defeated. Let's get towards this next game, and hopefully, against MP, we can pull out a better result. A significantly weaker team, maybe this is where we can do it. So, here we are then, for the game against MP, and it's worth noting that I have put Hagland back into the side in the right-back position. I don't know why. I've dropped Fundal Ryberg after 1 poor game. His average rating's, for some reason, not showing. This screen's broken recently. You have to keep flicking between things, otherwise the average rating disappears. Not a clue why. But yeah, Fundal Ryberg's still quite decent on a 7.07. I just feel like Hagland's slightly better. I don't know. Something about him. But the other bit of news is this. If we go to the competitions, you'll see that JJK have already played and drew. So if we win today, we will go back to being top of the league. And we are playing 8th place MP. So it is very much possible. Let's just pick up the 3 points that we need. And let's put ourselves back on top where basically where we deserve to be. So I did rest our players. Our fitness is pretty good. Massey and Hagland are sort of lacking on match sharpness. Obviously, Hagland's had quite a long injury, which is the cause of that. But hopefully it doesn't have too much of an impact here. So they're playing a 4-4-2, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, I would hope. Let's just passionately say I expect nothing but a win, because we are quite a bit higher in the league. You'll see there, I think Lindahl was the only player who reacted. Lindahl quite likes my team talks. It's making me quite fond of him, I'm not going to lie. He always seems to have a nice little positive reaction. It's always it's pleasant to see. It makes my mood better. They've got a corner very early on into the game. Darude heads clear, but it falls as far as their player. They put it into the box, and very early on, we've gone 1-0 down. We're less than 10 minutes in. We're only 7 minutes into the match, and we're at a 1-0 deficit against a team that aren't that good. That's disappointing. I mean, I don't really know where the fault lies there. I don't think we got out wide to this player enough, and I don't think we marked in the box very well there. That shouldn't have been that easy. Because Darude's header was fair, like it wasn't great, but he got it out of the box from the corner, which is normally the priority. But there is another highlight here. Our long ball falls to them, and now they are rushing forward. We need to put in something to try and win it back, but they're through on goal. They've struck again. Goes just wide. Fortunate there, I feel. I don't know, it felt like we got away with that a little bit. And, well, in the opening sort of 20 minutes, they've definitely been the better team. We've got a hill to climb here. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, we've got a long throw in. Sunderman's going to throw it into the box. Vatanen tries to get there. Can't quite, but Kettler's on the ball. Thomas Eriksson strikes from a long way out. Goes just over the bar. At least we've had a chance. At least we've seen something from us. And you can see from the stats there, the brief minute they were on the screen, we've started to come back into this game a little bit. We've had some shots on target. And now, well, they're putting forward a long ball. Erberg claims it. That's the highlight. Really? You got me excited that we were going to have a counter-attack because it shows that. But no, apparently that's highlight-worthy. But yeah, we've had 6 shots with 5 on target, which isn't terrible. We can still win this. Keep working hard and it'll come. There we go. A couple of players liked it. Ewelike, Massey, and, well, again, Lindahl. Lindahl, we're getting along well. I like you. But, well, we essentially need 2 goals. We need to win this game. We cannot be throwing away points in a game like this. Let's go out there and let's fight for it. 70 minutes in and nothing has happened in this second half, so I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring on Quampar for Massey in the central midfield role on attacking. And I'm going to bring on Jonathan Olsen for Vatanen. He's not a deep line playmaker, that's for sure, but he's just quite good as a substitute option. I think he does quite a lot off the bench for us, so I'm going to make the change. Hopefully, it has the desired effect. Well, there is a highlight here. Kettler's on the ball, knocks it back to Hagland. I forgot which way we were shooting because we haven't had a highlight all half, but Hagland's on the ball. Back to Quampar. Come on, let's try and find something here. He rolls it out wide. Hagland on the right-hand side. Can he put it in across? He can. Kettler's on it. He strikes and he puts it away. Finally, we get a goal. We didn't have one last game, and well, it's taken 80 minutes into this one, but Kettler manages to slot away a goal. A good ball in from Hagland. We bring him back into the side, and he rewards us with an assist. And look at this, it was a great ball there actually, out wide from Quampar. Hagland puts in a very good ball. Kettler doesn't strike first time, he takes a second, controls it, and then places it very, very well. 10 minutes left in the game. It'll probably go by in about 10 seconds. But here is another highlight. Lindahl, long ball forward. Kettler nods towards goal. Eriksson's on it, strikes just wide. I saw it for a second there. These last few minutes are going by very quickly. Right, let's get a shout. It's time to get creative. I don't know if they'll like that. I've done that a few times this half. They might be getting a bit bored of it, to be honest. But what do we do here? Samikwi for Ewelike. Ewelike's not doing much since he's came back. I'm not going to lie. Make him a target man. See if we can get something like that. And, well, time's ticking by. 5 minutes of added time. Are we going to get anything in it? It's not looking likely. Sunderman, long throw, straight into the box. For a second, I dared to dream, and it just didn't happen. And it looks like there's going to be 2 disappointing results, and I don't think there's many times this season where we could have said that, really. I think that might be the first time, actually. I think in every other episode, the minimum we've got is 3 points with a win and a loss. 1 point is, well, simply put, not good enough. No, the team talk's basically saying what I wanted to. And, well, yeah, that was poor. There's no other way to put it. They're in 8th place, they're not the best team, and we've dropped points there. It's not really arguable. We didn't do much for basically the entire second half until Kettler's chance, really. And it was just quite underwhelming. We should have gotten 3 points. There's no other argument for it. But, well, there's fitness concerns there. Irrelevant. We'll just rest players and they'll do fine. But that's frustrating, really. We're now on a bit of a climb to try and get first back as we've just passed the halfway point in the season. And, well, I'm not a fan of that. I'd like to be firmly first, not sort of being a bit dodgy about it. So, this is worrying, because if we drop any more points, we could very quickly fall, to 3rd, to 4th, to 5th. Like, it's so tight that we can drop down the league so quickly, and we really need to find our form back very, very soon. So, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Now, as I was saying at the start, I'm trying to come up with a different way to communicate to you guys when videos go live. Also, maybe try and get some of the premieres going in as well. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers using them and they seem really fun. So I might try and utilise that as well. And the way I'm looking to do that is through a Discord server. Now, if I'm not dumb, this will be done by the time this video goes live, which will be tomorrow for me, but obviously now for you. So if you look in the description, there should be a link to a Discord server in there. If you want to join that, do. If you don't, then don't, obviously. Thank you all very much for watching, and tomorrow's video will be up at 5:30 p.m, or you can subscribe to get it in your feed, or you can join the Discord where you'll get a little notification and you'll be able to see it in there too. See? We're planning ahead. I don't have a question today, I'm not going to lie, it's not been on the forefront of my mind. Do you think we'll be able to regain our form? Do you think we'll be able to fight? Where do you think we will finish this season? I'm actually quite curious. Sorry again about the brief break, I wasn't in a position to record. I'll try to communicate it better next time. But yeah, that said and done, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Goodbye.